Boy, was that a close one. The first half, Minnesota was blowing Green Bay out of the water. We were up 28-7 at halftime. But it is a division matchup. It's going to be a good game, regardless of the score, regardless of the start of it. Unless if Green Bay would have kept their old defense coordinator, probably would have been over. But that wasn't the case. Green Bay found a way to fight tooth and nail, come back into this one, 31-29, gave us a run for our money, where it ultimately resulted in a Viking win after successfully getting the onside kick. First half, we were flying around making plays. Defense was all over the place. Lots of interceptions, or not lots of interceptions, 2 interceptions. We just won the turnover battle, which again, we remain undefeated when we win the turnover battle or have a tie in the turnover battle, which is something that we have to be proud of and be pumped that this defense is putting us in the right positions to succeed. As for the second half, I don't know what happened. We went out there and just laid complete eggs. Our offense couldn't get anything moving, but I think that was because of the adjustments that Green Bay made. I think they were showing a lot more pressure, a lot more blitzing in that second half, which made Sam Darnold a little bit uncomfortable. Our offensive line got a little bit more tired. So as for offense, the second half, you can put the blame on everybody. You could say it was the offensive line's fault and blah, blah, blah. But look, if we don't have, some penalties, if we don't have that Sam Darnold strip sack from Keyshawn Nixon where he came free off the edge, I think this game could be a little bit different. It is what it is. We were able to hang on, so we just have to be pumped for this win. We're still undefeated, which is a massive plus. Next week, we go into London against the New York Jets, right? We're undefeated in London, so let's keep that streak going. Head into the bye week 5-0, which would be fantastic. But this was an overall very exciting game. Darnold was 20 of 28 passing, 275, 3 tutties, 1 pick. Aaron Jones in his return to Green Bay, 93 yards on the ground. Would have loved to see him get in the end zone. But Jordan Addison was the star of the team, or star of this game so far, or today. He had 2 touchdowns, 1 receiving, 1 rushing. He had 7 rushing yards, and he was the second leading receiver with 3 catches, 72 yards. So he did a really good job. As for the Packers, Jordan Love's first game back after injuring his knee against the Eagles week 1. He balled out, except for the interceptions. I think a couple of them, or at least one of them, got deflected. The other one was a complete duck. It's the name of the game. He was 32 of 54. Threw the ball 54 times, but that's because, obviously, being down 28-7, you're going to have to pass the ball a little bit more to make a comeback. But he 389 yards passing, 4 tutties, 3 interceptions. Josh Jacobs had a decent day on the ground, 51 yards. Their leading receiver, minus the touchdowns, was Jaden Reed, 7 catches, 139 and a tutty. But Dontavian Wicks, shout out to him. He had 2 tutties on the day, 78 yards receiving. Dude was all over the place, really found the holes in our defense. So we got to clean some things up. I mean, yeah, we're undefeated, but there's still some holes in that defense, especially when we see Green Bay again in Week 17 at Minnesota in US Bank Stadium. Who knows what our record's going to be at that point in the season. Still a lot of games left to be played. But hey, we'll take what we can now, live every day in the moment. 4-0. Minnesota's still undefeated. We head and take on the Jets next week. You guys let me know your thoughts on the game down below in that comment section. Also, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of the night, folks, and Skol Vikes.